How would you describe a Grizzlies fan?
What Memphis Grizzlies is all about. Grit, talking trash, so much into the game like they're playing the game. And that's like one of the best fans you can have.
Dylan on the sideline. Dylan scoops, scores, and is fouled. Dylan Brooks delivering.
I wouldn't want one of those guys sitting there because, you know, they're just there to watch the game. It's like an event. For a regular Grizzlies fan, you know, it's like I'm in the game playing, and that's why I love playing, you know, for the Grizzlies.
I mean, they love their Grizzlies, and they rally around people who work hard and are about the right thing. So, you know, we got a great atmosphere here, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. It's just lit in the forum right now.
Dinwiddie on a spin away. Oh, Desmond Bane! That's insane, Bane!
Everyone is going crazy. Like I think we have a lot more highlights, I'll say, right now. We just do. So it's definitely pleasing. If I'm a fan, I get it. It feels like everybody's on the same page. Just everybody's good energy. Everybody's turned still. Like that don't go nowhere. Like I was there before. It just wasn't all the time. But now I feel like it's all the time.
It's just awesome, you know, they get on their feet, they're rowdy, they carry us through a lot of tough situations.
We all want the same thing at the end of the day, and I feel like, you know, we are way more connected than, you know, most other cities.
I always say our crowd fuels our guys, because you see our guys talk to the crowd, you know, after a big play or a timeout's called, and they're high-fiving fans or they're pointing to the fans, and they want them to bring that energy, because that truly does fuel us.
Y'all got 12! Y'all got me!
Yelling to the crowd because they yell right back, and, you know, they support, and then they, you know, trash talk the other team, try to get them out their game.
Hell no.
It's getting to the point almost like when I was at home playing in high school, and I'd see like different family members, different people, family, friends, stuff like that coming to the games and supporting and whatnot. So that feel is definitely amazing. It's definitely amazing, especially during those rough times, you know. Looking in the crowd and guys said, no, we got it, stay the course, you know. And for a fan to tell a player that, you're like, okay. Now you have that feeling of, you know, I can make mistakes, but I can just be free out on the court and play as hard as I can. And you want to play as hard as you can for the fans, so it makes it even better.
I've definitely had the pleasure of witnessing playoff basketball in Memphis before, being on the sidelines myself, and I mean, it's a unique environment at FedExForum. I can picture it in person when I was scouting playoff games in Memphis. I can remember watching it on TV. You see the towels, the growl towels going. The eruption of the crowd. There's just some kind of passion, noise level that just constantly is just brewing underneath the surface. And then when I remember Zebo making a big play, Marc Gasol making a big play, Tony Allen diving on the floor, Mike Conley with a big time floater, a step back three, and the crowd just erupting.
It's crazy because other players would say, come to you, man, the playoffs there, man, y'all atmosphere, like you would hear it and talk about it.
We're getting tormented a bit. Like, it was wild, talking trash. So even outside of the arena, it already started. The visuals are very important because you can't hear a thing. You can't hear anything. So yeah, it's pretty sick though.
It was awesome, you know, it was rowdy in there. You know, honestly, I thought, you know, we were gonna come in and, you know, win in probably 4 or 5 games, but I think you guys took us to 6. It was a lot of fun being in Memphis, you know, watching the crowd get crazy. I always thought from that moment, like that's somewhere I could see myself playing, and it just worked out that way that, you know, now I'm on, you know, Memphis' side and I love it.
I have seen clips and I couldn't wait for it, you know, to be, you know, our turn. That's what we've been working for, and we know at the end of the day, as long as we handle our business out there on the floor, that, you know, our fans are, you know, going to do their job as well, and we can't wait to, you know, bring that type of energy back into the Forum.
The energy in the arena, I know for sure, is going to be amazing.
When it's packed and it's rolling, we got the towels swinging, we got our little music.
Whole lot of whoop that trick. A whole lot of whoop that trick.
No, someone told me it before. People were singing it, like a bunch of teammates were singing it and whatnot when they came out. I forgot what game it was. That's actually amazing. Good culture, man. Good culture.
Oh man, it's on. They know when that come on, we head into the locker room with the W. You know what I mean? And just, you know, when the whole crowd saying it, you got older people saying it, older fans, and you know, you looking around from the kids to the babies to the older people. It's like, wow. and everybody engaged. You know, the whole city, you know, the whole state, you know, really. So, man, it's gonna be exciting.
The lower bowl is standing. This is everyone in the building. They are just waiting to fully erupt.
It just builds up so much energy and passion for us to play harder.
Oh, another rejection by Jackson. Moran, Randall's back, and Moran lays it in.
Where we're at right now, I'm glad, you know, we get to have home court advantage.
You're gonna need it, because playing in the road, in the playoffs, we got that feel for the first time. In Utah, how they was, you know, screaming, yelling every play, everything, they was, you know, they're active. And we saw how our fans felt in there, so, you know, during the playoffs, we trying to have the same feel. We want all our fans screaming, yelling out there, being wild, you know, but being respectful, obviously, but we need them, you know, going crazy and just, you know, adding fuel to our fire.
Somehow, like, when I was in college or whatever, the draft came, it was just destiny, came to Memphis. It just made me feel right at home. I feel like I could just be in that spot and they can be in my spot and play, and I'll cheer the same way as they would cheer for me. So I take on the persona, I run with it, and I'm glad the fans back me 100% in anything I do.
It's different. You got to experience it to see what I'm talking about, but they will. You know, the players gonna see it and they're gonna get the feeling, but it's gonna be hostile and everybody's gonna be intense and you're gonna have a lot of emotions going and you're gonna see it. They gonna wear it. They're gonna be ready.